The 1978 version of A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court is an interesting enough film. I'd say if you've read the book and enjoyed the story, it might be worth watching, but it may not be the best introduction. This was released 1978, of course, directed by Ben Bolt. The only writer credited on IMDb is Mark Twain. I'll see if I can find any more information about the writers, but of course this is based on the story by Mark Twain, with a cast including Paul Rudd, not that Paul Rudd, Richard Basehart, Bill Bixby, Roscoe Lee Browne, and various others. And the story focuses on Hank, who in the 1800s hits his head and is transported back in time to the time of King Arthur. And this is only 60 minutes. It's only an hour. And the novel is so incredibly detailed, spans a great length of time. Granted, as time quickens up, I feel like the novel started to be a bit rushed and it doesn't flow as well as it could, but there is a lot there. It's a very heavy novel with a lot of information. And yes, sometimes there's too much detail in the novel, but I did wonder how they'd adapt that for an hour. I will say they got to the point within 3 minutes. It didn't take very long for Hank to travel back in time at all, so no complaints there. So we have the best part of an hour to tell the story. And honestly, they did a decent enough job of it. As I said, I don't think it should be anybody's introduction to the story, as I don't think it's as engaging as the book. I don't think it tells the story in the best possible way. But there is still a decent amount there. The narrative still works well. The pacing, as I said, was good to begin with, getting to the point within 3 minutes, and then we meet some interesting characters. Hank is very likeable, and people at the time of King Arthur's Court are all very well written, with some really good performances. There's some good editing and camera work, and some nice lighting, some really nice outdoor locations. The costumes look really good, and the music is quite good as well. So if you read the book, I think it could be a way to enjoy certain aspects of the narrative. I don't think it's long enough to really give you a good overview of all of the key plot points in the novel. But if you want to watch this for whatever reason without reading the book, you could follow it. I think there's still enough there to keep it engaging. I just don't think it's going to be the best way to enjoy the story with as much detail, or even anywhere near as much detail as in the book. But what we have here does work well. Had I never read the book, I wouldn't really be saying that I felt like anything was missing. So if you're not that bothered about reading the book, you could watch this, you can follow it. It feels decent enough, the characters are well written, the performances are good. Visually, it's very satisfying. So as an adaptation, the 1978 A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court is not terrible, but it wouldn't be my top choice. But if you're curious, it's still a decent enough watch, and I'm happy enough to recommend it.